You see those distant environments? Let's see how they compare across the different versions of Counter-Strike. In my opinion, they've got worse. To show you what I mean, I headed way back to the oldest version of Office, which had this 2D skybox and nothing else. Graphics in games have surpassed what we see here in every meaningful way, yet this to me still looks beautiful. I can taste the atmosphere. It's a bunch of skyscrapers, a few rocky things which don't look like mountains but they do when you're in the game, and then there's lots and lots of snow, and a frozen lake. Look at this. It's an office with a factory and route down to a frozen lake. What a wonderful environment this is. Sadly, Condition Zero nerfed the scale of this by making it feel more like a bunch of forested hills and not much lake, which was a step backwards in my opinion. And then when we moved to Source, it removed this view completely and gave us a snowman instead. So this earliest Source version of the map may have done away with the frozen lake, but it at least tried to represent the mountains and skyscrapers of the oldest version. Sure, the mountain is like 5 pixels, but you don't really get to see that in game. You just get a sense of the scale and presence of distant looming mountains through the fog. And I like the way the skyscrapers all have their lights on, like it's approaching nighttime. I feel like this Counter-Strike Source version of Office is chock full of eerie Source-era atmosphere, and is one of the best 3D skyboxes from its era, though I'll have to make a whole video analysing that to know for sure. CSGO removes the mountains completely, and the windy howly sounds, which makes it all just feel more like a city on a cloudy day. This to me makes the world seem a lot smaller, and it isn't an obvious improvement, in my opinion. And Counter-Strike 2 uses the exact same 3D skybox assets again, but with a cloud layer cutting through the buildings about halfway up. It looks worse when I'm viewing it like this, but from an in-game perspective, I think it makes the environment feel larger again, and more mysterious when peering up at it like this. But I still think they should have used the Counter-Strike Source skybox instead, but with new and improved textures and materials. Or better still, gone back further to the original by adding a distant frozen lake here again.